Hey guys, this is Groucho Trucker here with the video update. It's been 2 months now since I've been with Dart as a lease purchase operator, and for me it's been going pretty well. I can't complain much. There's a few good things and bad things, and I'll get to those, I guess. The few good things about it is they're keeping me busy. They're actually giving me pre-planned loads, like 2 or 3 loads ahead of what I'm actually doing now. So I have an idea for the next, couple days exactly where I'm going, what times I gotta be there, so I can plan accordingly. So that's a good thing. Another thing is they're whenever you have like a quick question, you could just submit it on your PeopleNet and they answer you really fast, like within 2-3 minutes. I was amazed how fast they answer you by using that system. Sometimes if you call them, you could be on hold probably like 5 minutes or so, but eventually they'll get you on the phone and they can answer you that way. But if you don't want to talk to them, a quick way to communicate with them is through the PeopleNet, and it's been working good for me. They answer me pretty quickly. The other good thing is I actually had my first PM done on the truck, and that process went real smooth. I just called one of their lines for their shops at Dart, and she told me like, okay, just make sure they fax after they're done with the work. All they gotta do is just fax the paperwork to Dart. They look at the amount, then they issue you an EFS check. Then with that number, you pay them. So that transaction was pretty easy, and I really didn't have to wait any time. I wasn't placed on hold for like hours at a time like you do with some other big carriers. As soon as I called, she answered within like 30 seconds. So I was impressed with that too. The other thing, the miles seem to be consistent. I'm actually averaging about 2,500. There's been, 1 week that I did 1,800, and that was because of holidays and I went home. So, now that we're coming up to the 4th of July weekend, I actually, instead of going home like I was usually doing, like every 2 weeks, I decided like, oh, since I don't want to be home on the 4th of July, I decided to stay out an extra week so I can be home on the 4th of July. And yeah, they don't care. They want you to be home like every other weekend, so every 2 weeks on the road. But if you guys want to stay out longer, it's okay with them. They don't care if you stay out a whole year. So, well, from what I noticed, from doing the 2 weeks, and this is my first time staying out for 3 weeks, there really isn't that much difference in the pay. It's actually the same. So I don't see the point of staying out that long. Maybe, unless you guys like to, then that's up to you guys. But I don't really see a point, since I have family at home. I prefer to be there every other weekend. And let's see, the other good things are, like I said, the pay is pretty much on average. I'm averaging about, I would say, 1,400 take home and they're actually taking my truck payments now. So here in the next video or two, I'm actually going to show you another settlement with truck payments taken out, so you guys can see about how much you would get if you guys are interested in joining Dart. Now the bad things. One of the bad things is trailers. Some of their trailers are really beat up. I've only gone, I would say, about, in these 2 months, about 3 old trailers. They say they're actually phasing them out and buying these new eco trailers. So luckily I've only gotten about 3 of them worn trailers, where you pull the pin to move the tandems, and sometimes it doesn't want to come out. So that's one of the bad things. The other bad thing is if you have problems on the weekend, like let's say a load issue or something, when you call weekend support or nighttime support, they are clueless. They don't know what they're doing. Of course, they're not the main ones. Like in the daytime, that's their job. They interact with the drivers more. Nighttime is just there for, in case, I guess, if you have a big emergency, but they're really not much of a help. So I try to avoid calling them unless I really, really have to. Let's see, another bad thing. Another bad thing is sometimes, let's say you go to a facility and they don't have empties. You're going to be looking for an empty for a while because, there's not a lot of places where you can find empty. So that's another problem, another bad thing. But usually, me running the Georgia Pacific and / Target, I mean, I've done more Georgia Pacific than Target. I haven't really come up with that problem. Only once it happened, and that was out in Texas somewhere when I dropped at a Walmart. But other than that, it's been going great. I can't complain. Another good thing is, as soon as you get your loads on your PeopleNet and your computer thing, they really don't bother you for nothing. Once in a while, I would say, probably like once every 2 weeks, your FM, that's the glorified name for your dispatcher. He might call you to say, oh, what's the ETA on that one or whatever, because, they might have something else planned up that's a little tighter and they want to make sure you can cover it. But other than that, they really don't bother you. It's been, I would say it's been about 3.5 weeks and they haven't even called me. So that's good. So I can't complain about that. Yeah, so like I said, it's been going good. I have no complaints so far. Of course, it's only been 2 months. But if people ask me how DART is, I will tell them, yeah, it's not that bad. It's like every other carrier, you're just moving freight. The people that I talk to, like my dispatchers and like that person I talked to with the shop, so I can get my PM from my maintenance account, they were all nice. Usually everyone's nice, so I can't complain. But yeah, so, like I said, in a video or two, I'll post another settlement with the truck payment out. That way you guys can see. And if it's something you would like, then feel free to join them. If you guys want to use me as a reference, go right ahead. My truck number is 536023. I mean, you don't have to use it, but it's up to you guys. And I'll keep making more videos as I can. I'm sorry I haven't been posting as many, but the thing is, I'm running out of data. So, sometimes I gotta wait till I go home, or if I decide to stay on a hotel out on the road where there's Wi-Fi, because I'm just eating up the data real fast. So that's the only reason I haven't been able to upload videos. So, I'll just keep making them, and I guess whenever I have a chance, whenever I get Wi-Fi, I'll just upload them. So that's pretty much it. I'll let you guys go, and like the video if you like it, subscribe, and I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them on the comments section, and on my next video or so, I'll answer them questions if you guys want. If you have specific questions, I'll answer them. All right, you guys have a good one.